States are 8 o'clock contest. Arcadian Sea at 2-1, Marshall Aid at 7-2. You Do Go is at 9-2. With Hindsight at 5, bit of a break then to 9-1 Clearance, although not without some support. St Helena at 10s, Grey Diamond at 25s, and Quick Step. The betting is expecting to go Slow Step, Jason, at 40-1. You are the expert and the favourite. I was about to say it's going to go short in price. It's going to go shorter than 15-8, judged by the exchange price as well. It's 7-4 next stop for Arcadian Sea.
And we can have a look at him galloping here at Chelmsford. 3 starts back, he was a very, very smooth winner around this ballpark when Josephine Gordon was on board. Robert Winston gets the leg up this evening. He came back and tried to follow up on 2 occasions, and he's run fairly competitive on one of them. However, he bombed out very, very badly last time. So just watch him. He's one of those who looks very much relentless, and I think that the step up in distance is going to be absolutely ideal. He's got quite a splayed action in front, i.e. his legs are out towards the side rather than galloping forward, but he really does grab at the ground, and he will stay particularly well. Now, there's an interesting runner here as well for Brendan Powell, You Do Go, who used to be trained over in Ireland. Pretty sure he's with Joseph O'Brien, and he just has dropped down to a realistic enough mark now. He's done plenty of winning on the all-weather, and just feel it won't be too long before he bounces back to the winner's enclosure. So I think that You Do Go will be the selection in here. And the big market mover will be Marshall Aid for Mark Usher. Nicola Curry gets the leg up on that one. That was the one that was attracted all of the support earlier on this afternoon. So Marshall Aid, who actually looking for that breakthrough victory. Someone somewhere feels he'll get it tonight. Here we go with Mike Cattermole.
Yeah, cheers, Jace. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Maybe it will be his night tonight. It's not a well-contested race, this, with all respect, but good luck to all contenders here. Marshall Aid has gone in. I think there's one left, and that'll be Grey Diamond. That's it. Ready to go now. And they're off with 1 mile and 5 furlongs and a bit extra to run here. The tote trifecta at betfred.com handicap underway with Hindsight. Tom Eves setting off in front. Clearance is moving up into 2nd place. They race down towards the turn out of the back straight. St Helena racing next to the rail with Grey Diamond. You Do Go is on the outside, yellow with the blue spots, the colour change there. Arcadian Sea, purple and green colours, is restrained by Robert Winston. With on his outside Quick Step and Marshall Aid next to the inside rail, disputing last place with Quick Step as they're about to turn into the home straight for the first time, with about 6 lengths covering them here. They're led in by the 10-year-old with Hindsight, with the sheepskin noseband as well. On the outside there is You Do Go and Martin Dwyer, almost drawing alongside the pace setter now. Just tucking behind there is the yellow cap of St Helena and Shane Kelly. Alongside him is Grey Diamond, the grey, wider out to Clearance. Joey Haynes for Mark Tompkins, who's got a little bit closer now, passing the judge with the circuit to go. Still under restraint, Arcadian Sea. Together at the back there with on the inside Marshall Aid, who's been back to get off the mark at the 24th attempt tonight. Quick Step is still the back marker, but still well in touch. And now they turn away from us then, or turn away from the control tower here at Chelmsford City, and they race towards the back straight with about 6 lengths then between first and last. Got about 6 furlongs left now with Hindsight. Takes them down the back straight now. On the outside, still poised to challenge, is You Do Go in the hands of Martin Dwyer. Still St Helena with a good position on the rail, is just on the inside of Grey Diamond. Wider out Clearance with every chance for Joey Haynes there. Marshall Aid, no move yet with the white cap from Nicola Curry. Neither two from Arcadian Sea and Robert Winston in the green cap, and still looking on is Quick Step. And now they race on towards the end of the back straight, which means there's just under half a mile left to cover here. Still with Hindsight. getting into a good rhythm and moves strongly at the head of affairs now. He's got one or two of these off the snaff now. In second place, You Do Go is now shaken up by Martin Dwyer. Clearance is being driven hard on the outside third. Marshall Aid is now getting into it and goes into third place past Clearance, and Arcadian Sea is being unleashed wide now by Rob Winston as they turn in towards the home straight. A furlong and a half and a bit more left to cover here with Hindsight gamely hanging on. Marshall Aid has been pulled out now by Nicola Curry in the white cap and draws alongside. Back in third, then You Do Go. Arcadian Sea's effort has flattened out, and Marshall Aid has been back to get off the mark here belatedly in his career, is storming clear under Nicola Curry. It's going to be a double for her tonight and a win at the 24th time of asking for Marshall Aid, who beats with Hindsight into second place, and third home as You Do Go. Arcadian Sea next.
Well, a double on the card for Nicola Curry. She rides spare parts in our next contest as well, so her evening by no means over. And talk about waiting and waiting and waiting for that victory. Marshall Aid, it's now at the 24th attempt. He'd finished second and third on 9 occasions. So a tested connections patience on more than one occasion, but he was always going to win. You could see him traveling smoothly way back. I believe that it's her first double for Nicola Curry, which seems remarkable after all of the successes that we have seen her ride, but I'm reliably informed by her main employer, Phil McEntee, that her first double on the card. Could she make it a treble with the next race to come? But in that drive, 24 times it's taken for this horse to break his maiden. Where on earth has he been, Matt?
Well, where he has been is underneath Nicola Curry enough, because she is definitely got the velvet touch at the moment. And Jason, she had 19 winners in 2017. She's already now up to 6 this year. So it's not a case of, is she going to do better than 19? It's more, is she going to get to 30, 40, 50 winners?
Champion apprentice material.
I mean, this is a proper racing fairy tale in some ways. Or you can just look at it, this is a person with immense talent who's fulfilling their talent, but it's pretty special what's happening here. And if you look back at Nicola Curry's mounts just 3 or 4 months ago, as a punter you'd be saying, oh my god, you know, when's she going to start moving, that kind of stuff. And just in such a small space of time, she's gone from that kind of jockey as a punter, and I'm talking strictly about punting here, as a punter, to a jockey that you look at and you think, thank goodness she's on my horse. That is the kind of progress she has made. It's been tremendous. She's a good character to have around. She talks well. She obviously rides, you know, improving all the time. And at the moment, you know, someone like Josephine Gordon will think she's the main girl, and she is. But, well, and Haley, of course, will have her say in that. But, you know, Gordon effectively is the 100-plus girl. She'll be thinking, hold on, this Nicola Curry, you know, is going places. Might not be taking so many holidays.
What you just said then about having that velvet touch, and when jockeys are in form, we've got Rab Havlin at the moment, you know, everything, just the way that you have hold of the reins, the way that you're going forward in the races. From 3 down, there was only 1 winner in that contest, and it was just a Nicola's patience before she got the split, comes through to win, and then it's just a matter of time about getting a bit of daylight late on.
I'm going to go and try and finish up, but the other thing worth mentioning is that she's also just been on a horse that's been heavily punted. So someone somewhere has trusted her that she can deliver when the cash is down. And once you become the kind of jockey people trust in that way, that's a big deal as well.
Attracting more and more support from all sorts of different owners. And there she is, just taking the saddle off. There's the shot of the runners on their first circuit round here for our 8 o'clock at Chelmsford. It was won by Nicola Curry, her first double. Marshall Aid, the money horse for the Usher team.